Hey.
Yo, 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 yo.
Yo, yo, yo. What's the word? How y'all living today? What's the word? This is another episode. Y'all know what it is. Another episode of the Fathers from the Hood podcast.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. My name is Dan Blac.
And I'm A Chapman.
Yes, sir. And y'all know what it is. We happy to have you back, brother.
Yes, sir. I'm glad to be back, man. I'm definitely glad to be back.
Yes, sir.
Back home.
Yes, sir. Yeah, he's been busy, and we also been busy. Guys, make sure you go ahead and go to the website. Go ahead and hit the link in the description. Mm-hmm. Also, hit the subscribe button. We're trying to hit that number, so go ahead and hit the like, hit the subscribe, and make sure we keep running those numbers up.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, we got stuff. And the radio station, too, so make sure you follow that. We're streaming every episode, oldies, and all other stuff on the radio, so make sure you tied in. We got global views, so, kid, keep your ears to the radar, you know what I'm saying? And to
yes,
the
sir. Everybody on Spotify, man, go follow the Fathers from the Hood Spotify podcast station, because we are on Spotify too,
Yes, sir. Everywhere, iHeart, Spotify, do that. And also the Patreon. We got some surprises and some merch. We got cups for the Patreon. Shout out to Power Trip, and he got his cup and his shirts coming. But yeah, man, enough of the credits, enough of the shout outs and all of the, the paying the bills, so to speak, how they say.
Definitely.
Yeah. But we back, man. We back. So like I said, Fathers from the Hood is here. You know what I'm saying? We got the homie here. We got the partner here, the business partner. And we're happy to have you back. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
happy to have you back.
Yes, man. I've been definitely busy. Of course, I am about to celebrate my 1 year of marriage.
Okay. Congratulations.
Yes, sir. In February is when we got married. February 24th to be exact. And marriage is a little bit different.
Yes, sir.
To say a little bit different. So what makes it a little bit different is, first of all, my wife has my last name now. Mm-hmm. So like it's like we moving like a unit now. You know what I mean? It's not Kelsey Dawson anymore. It's Kelsey Chapman, and it's a proud feeling to for her to take that on. You know what I mean? Because a lot of women ain't willing to take on
true,
that
true.
last name. You know what I'm talking about? Like a lot of women be like, "No, I'm keeping my last name. I ain't changing my last." She like fully changed it. It's not her name and my last name. Okay. Like she fully went all out. Like this is me forever. You know what I mean? So that's definitely awesome. And surprise, surprise, we do have another baby on the way, man.
Congratulations. We got the clap. Let me go back to the clap sound effects. But no, I got to find them. Yeah, congratulations, man.
Thank you very much, man. It's definitely a great feeling. I didn't necessarily want another kid at this time, just because my kids are a little bit older. My son is 6, my daughter is 11. So it was like we were at that point where, like, if we went on vacation, everybody can get on the ride.
Right. Or get a babysitter.
Yeah, I don't have to get a babysitter. They can come along with me type thing. But now it's like, but she wanted one within the marriage. You know what I mean? So that's when it was just like, I don't mind another one. You know, like if she wants a kid, I'm gonna be the one to give it to her.
Right. Oh yeah, you gonna be motherfucker. No,
I mean, like that's cool with me, but I'm definitely not having another kid in my 40s. So
you say that, man. Little do you know. No, just kidding. We don't know. He better knock on some wood. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, I'm talking about. I'm definitely not trying to. Okay. But you know what though, I'm not sure what we are gonna do for our anniversary, man. It's been on my mind for a little while now. I know women got this little thing where it's like, oh, for the first anniversary y'all do this, for the 5th anniversary you did it. I have no idea what none of that shit is or mean. So it's just like I'm just like trying to plan in my mind like what I need to do not to forget it. You know what I mean?
Right.
I get busy. I be working and shit. You know what I mean? I'll come home. She be like, "What? You guess what today is?"
Hey, you in trouble? You the first year you said forgetting? Come on, man. No, just
like forget on the first year.
He busy.
Yeah, man. But to those out there planning on getting married, you know what I mean, are starting to plan that day or whatever the case may be, expect a bill.
Oh yeah, it's all kind of finances. When we had our wedding, the churches and the reception and the limos and the dresses and the decor and the people who need help with their tuxedo and dresses. No,
right, man. And the rings,
definitely.
Oh my God, getting everybody there, the parents, the oh my God,
Travel.
Feeding everybody.
I forgot to say that. The food.
That shit is like, whoa. So look, for y'all, save up first of all. I mean, on the low end, at the least, you're gonna be spending about $7,500. Now, you know, some people got a little bit more money than other people. You know what I'm talking about?
Or save better.
Right, that too. On the high end, you know, depending on who you are
or your standards, it can go up.
Definitely, real fast. Yeah, real fast. But luckily, we went to this little place where it was like a all-in-one thing. Man, you was there, you know.
Yes, I was.
Yeah, so we had our all-in-one little thing where the reception was in the same place as
nice venue, nice location,
little venue, and they did a great job. I mean, the people that were there, you know, what I mean, they provided the DJ. We had our own photography, of course, because we have our own company. We got
everybody
our own people.
do that.
Yeah, but it was amazing. We probably spent between me and her father $10,000 to $15,000 on that, man.
Yeah, that's how it usually goes. I know me and my wife, we pay for ours, and you know, I think it was a little more than that because we had to have a lot of different things going on, churches and then somewhere else. And then we actually wanted to pay the church, and they didn't take the money. They was like, "Oh no, we can't charge y'all for that." So that was real gracious, and we got a chance to get
definitely.
God bless.
Speaking of weddings, the rings was a big thing for me and my wife. She wanted something specific to match her engagement ring. So like when it fits on her finger, it fits around the engagement ring. So it looks like it's one piece.
Right, yeah.
But as for me, I'm a simple dude.
Right.
You know what I mean? Simple and to the point. But speaking of wedding rings and men's wedding rings, there's a great place to go shopping for your wedding ring for the guys and the women out there that's looking for something more masculine or more custom to their husband. You know your husband, you know what I mean? You know what he likes or whatever the case may be. But if you guys are looking, go to men's-weddingbands.com. men's-weddingbands.com. You can get custom raw material wedding bands for your man. And when I say raw material, I mean everything from meteorites to like fossils, old rocket ship like material, like something that no one has ever done, you know what I mean, in this period and day of time, something special to just your man. You know what I mean? Like tailor-made. So again, that's men's-weddingbands.com, and use the link for Fathers from the Hood. Use the link in the description for Fathers from the Hood, and that would be awesome. I'm telling you, you can't fail. Go on there, see what you can find, and do your thing.
That's a great suggestion because it takes a lot of strain and stress off of men and women when they're trying to find those small things for their spouse, and you know that's a large expense. That's a large part of being married.
Not only that, you're gonna have it forever.
You're gonna have it forever, so you better make a good choice. Some people recycle or kind of resurface or get new rings, which is what I plan on doing, which is why I'm out without one for a while. But you know, some people plan on every few years, like you said, 5 years, they get a different one. That's what mine wants. So I got to. So it's always phases or eras to your wedding and your relationship.
Let me tell you what my wife did. So I go to the gym, play basketball, you know what I mean, or whatever. And if I'm ever at the gym or swimming, I usually take it off. She went and got me a rubber one. So that I
don't take it up.
So that I got it on no matter what I'm doing.
Hey, but that's very considerate because I definitely had an all gold ring and I was working.
Yeah,
you know, and you're doing labor work and construction work. Man, it was real ate up. And at the end, you can see when the inside of your palm or your, you know, where you grab things, it was real ate up and real damaged. So that's a very good thing.
Yeah, she went and got me two. So she got me the main one, and then she got me a rubber one. So whenever I'm doing any type of moving or hard work or something that may be damaging, I'll be straight. You know,
very
what I mean?
Very good.
And also, everybody still know I'm married.
That's what you gotta have. You know, that's the thing. That thing. You know, speaking of, you know, we're not gonna get past one of the things you talked about. You did say you have a new child on the way.
Yes.
And you know, this is the Father's Podcast. I know you know, and this is something that we always dwell on. How do you think the pressure or the anticipation of a new child affects you. You know what I'm saying? How do you feel about that? This is not your first rodeo.
Right. It's not my first rodeo, but it's still as exciting as my first rodeo.
Right.
To bring a life into the world that's part of you is an amazing feeling. You know what I mean? Because it feels like you're leaving a piece of you behind whenever you go. You know what I mean? Not only that, my first two kids, they're great. They're wonderful. They love me. You know what I mean? And I love them with all my heart. So to have another one, that's more love. You know what I mean? Unconditional love.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because we talked about that in one of the past shows. Like, the love that you feel for your kids is truly unconditional. There's nothing that can, you know what I mean, like, snip out that love that you feel for your kids. Not only that, they give that back to you.
They always do.
There's no conditions to your love, the love that your children have for you. So, man, and we not even gonna find out what the sex is. We're gonna wait till.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
So we did that with each child. Mine, she delivered hers, no medicine, no nothing. She
that's a
none of that.
woman
no, what
right
they call
there.
that thing? The shot, the
epidural.
Epidural. Yeah, she did that all the times with her, but she's crazy anyway. Anyway, we all crazy mother something. But anyway, she did that without that, and she also wanted to not know the gender. So that was fine. But when it comes to baby showers and things like that, people can't get as particular as they want to. You got to keep something very generic.
Well, we already got to. So it's like we got some old baby stuff already. You know what I mean? Not only that, she already got the whole idea of keeping it gender neutral with like just the yellow and brown colors, the honey bear color type thing. You know what I mean? So she got it all planned out. Yeah, I don't even got to worry about it or do it.
I just got to pay for it. No,
right.
That's funny.
But the hard part is picking out two names. So we
just
gotta
in case?
Yeah, so we got to have a girl's name, which we already have. We're more than likely going to name our daughter Aaliyah. And then we got to pick out a boy's name, which we can't agree on.
Uh-oh. No,
we can't agree on a boy's name. She was talking about like some shit like London. I'm like, I'm not naming my son after no European fucking. Hell nah. I'm cool. No London, no Australia, no none of that. I'm cool on any of that. Like,
that's funny.
But at the same time, you know what I mean? I want to pick something that's going to that feels like it's a part of the family. Like Amaya and Aaliyah kind of plays on each other for them to be sisters. You feel me? So my firstborn is Stephen Anthony Chapman Jr., so I want to pick something that feels like he's within us as men, you know what I mean? So I don't know, man, what it's gonna be. When I find out, though, I'll let y'all know.
Yes, sir. That's good.
I'll definitely let y'all know.
Congratulations again, man. It's a big thing, man, to have another child, bring another blessing and a gift into this world. We did have a young lady that was a guest, and she said a child is a blessing and a gift from God.
Yes, it is.
So treat it as that. Definitely. Sometimes it gets a little frustrating. Even me, sometimes my kids get on my damn nerves. Last night it was not, but we cool. We had some ice cream and we played. I wrestled them up and I put the mattress on the floor so we all could play and watch TV, and I fell asleep. But anyway, it's all cool. So
speaking of kids getting on your nerves, man, me and my son had some issues at school.
Okay.
This is something that I had to do. So I discipline my kids in a certain way, right? I used to whoop my kids' butts, but I stopped doing that. My rule is once they get to an age where they can understand what I'm saying to them, ain't no pops on the hands, ain't no none of that. You can understand what I'm saying to you, so you can listen.
So you got a different form of punishment. But
Right. So with my son, he was getting in trouble with his teachers. I'm not going to tell you exactly what he was doing because I don't want his business out there.
No problem.
You know what I mean? But he was getting in trouble with his teachers. And it wasn't even in the main class. It was in Safe Key. Safe Key is the thing you go to prior to class.
Or before.
Prior or before.
Okay.
I mean, prior or after.
Okay.
Right? So what I had him do is when he came home, my coach back in high school used to have us do wall squats. You remember what that is?
Man, I hate that.
Man.
Basically,
yeah, exactly. Yeah. So what I did was, there was four people he was disrespecting by acting up in school. This is what I told him. Four people, right? First, his teacher, right? Second, his mother. Third, me, and fourth, himself, right? Because you represent us. Not only that, you represent yourself. How you act and everything you do represents your parents and you represent yourself. So because it was 4 people that was acted that you disrespected, I gave him 4 books that he had to hold while he stood on the wall. So he did the wall squat and he held his hands out with 4 books on top of
nice, hefty books.
Nice. Big enough for him to be heavy for his little arms. Right, you know what I mean? And he stood there and, you know, it was hard. You could see it in his eyes. You know what I mean? That he was struggling. And mind you, he stood there for a while. And every time he would, you know what I mean, lean down.
Hey, get your sit up.
Yeah, every time he was leaning down, he get heavy in the shoulders and in the arms. Stand up, boy. You know what I mean? You drop them books, we gonna add another one. Type thing. You know what I mean? And tears started coming, rolling down his eyes, but he was strong. Like he was standing up there strong. And after that, we had to do it one more time. The next time I told him we gonna double the books. So you're gonna be there, you're gonna double the books. So we made a deal. I told him, you know what I mean? If you don't act up, if you can respect yourself, you can respect your mom, you can respect me and your teachers. Every day, you know what I mean? I will do something just me and you type thing. You know what I mean? So because he appreciates that, like he enjoys just me and him time.
Oh yeah, all sons do.
You feel me? Yeah. So it was just like after that, after the second time we had to stand on the wall, man, I have had no issues. When I say 0, every time I go up there, I ask their teachers, "How has Stevie been? Has he did anything? What? Oh, he's been great. I don't know what you did, but he's awesome now. We definitely listening, playing with all the kids, not getting it." I'm like, woo.
So yeah, y'all pull that one out if y'all need some tips or need some form of consequence for these kids. Try that.
Yeah, I know a lot of parents out there don't like hitting their kids, right? But this is a form of discipline where it's a little bit painful, but it's more of a mental game, right? Are you strong enough to take the disrespect that you dishing out type thing? Yeah, you feel me? So y'all fathers out there, and I know, and this is the thing, my wife thought it was a little bit cruel when we first started. Right when I first started doing this, and she's like, "Do we have to keep standing there? You don't think that's enough?" I'm like, "What are you talking? This daughters are different than sons."
Yeah. Man, if when she's disciplining the daughter, you said, "Dang, no, she needs to hear this." But no, I hear what you said.
Right. But eventually, when she saw the results, she was like, "Okay, I understand." You know what I mean? Type thing. So I'm glad to have her back in my corner. You know what I mean?
When it comes to discipline, that's always a balance. Parents having to, discipline the son or the daughter. Some parents will side with the gender because they know sometimes you got a sentimental, effect to it or sentimental.
Right, and he's definitely a mama's boy, so she felt it in her heart.
That's crazy. It's all right. Speaking of in the heart, man, I wanted to say this is February, man, so it's the anniversary of something, man. And I don't know if you remember, man, while you ain't here, man, we've been having we've been having this playing, we've been adding this, and speaking up, this is the anniversary of a special project, man.
Yes. This is the anniversary of the Brown album.
Yes, sir.
First album strictly for Black History Month, and that I made from the mindset being a black man in America. I mean, not just for a black man in America, but a black person, period, in America. You know what I mean? And I got a lot of feedback on that album that was fantastic. If you want to go check out the album, it's on every streaming platform. Apple Music, Spotify, it's even on Pandora. You can go to search Anthony Chapman's The Brown Album.
Yes, sir. We're gonna have that link in the description. Y'all make sure y'all check it out. And it's gonna be you're gonna be listening to it starting now. We're gonna set a project from now on. Yeah. When it comes to the project, not to cut you off, what's your favorite song, or what song do you think resonates more with the Black History Month, with the Black History narrative? What song on your project highlight that?
So there's definitely 2 songs on there that I would highlight. One is No Shade. No Shade is more of an upbeat kind of tempo feel, but it's like a song where it's talking about us as black people and how we spend money on frivolous shit. You know what I mean? Like, we spend money on all this jewelry, we spend money on all these chains, we spend money on all these cars, but on the important side of things, we don't spend money on land. I mean, we ain't spending money on things to invest. You know what I mean?
Business structure.
Right. You know what I mean? But it's not. And I think the cool part about it is some of these rap artists and things are spending money on land, are spending money on business structure.
Yeah, Waka Flocka, Rick Ross.
But they're not putting it in the songs. You know what I mean? They're not pushing that. They're pushing jewelry, cars, clothes. That's what they push,
right?
And that's what our young men see. That's what our young people see, and then that's what they think is it. But that's not it. That's not.
I have a question, not to cut you off. I'm gonna still let you answer that. That's No Shade, because I like the words in that. When you're saying dropping all this money on the chain and stop, or I'm not gonna hate on you. I'm gonna say you're gonna do it. Keep doing what you're doing.
Right.
I ain't gonna throw no shade on you, because this is what we do. But it's got to be something better than that. Right. I like that song, and I want to ask more questions. Also, what's the other song? Because I got one more thing. When you said nobody's talking like that, we got one person that we can definitely agree with saying that we're talking like that. But I want to ask, what's the other song before we get to that?
The other song that I want to highlight is definitely Cocoa Butter Brown.
Oh yeah.
Cocoa Butter Brown is just a song dedicated to the black woman, you know what I mean, and everything she's about, and her being the foundation of the black man. Even though let's get this straight, my woman isn't a black woman. I fell in love with a white woman, and that's just the truth. But I've dated black women my whole life. This is the only white woman that I've ever dated is the one I married. You feel me? All of my past relationships were with black women, and I ain't throwing no shade on not one of them. It didn't work out, but they were beautiful black women.
The song dictates that. It states that.
Yeah.
So it's very powerful, because, and y'all make sure y'all listen to it. It's very powerful because it's stating that you need that essence of her. Yes. And she needs to understand it too. So that's those are two great songs. Those are definitely two great songs. So if those are powerful to you during this time or during this month, I definitely agree. When you say some of the narrative of No Shade, nobody's telling us to do something better. Nobody's telling us to, stop on this, buy some land, invest in your kids, make sure you have your business structure together. Nobody's saying that besides one person or besides one artist. Who do you think that is?
I would have to say Jay-Z, if anybody.
Okay, but he's not here no more.
Okay, so who's
the rapper that's not here no more that definitely preached that narrative, owning your land, owning the entity, the intellectual property, passing on to the
Nipsey.
youth. Definitely.
Nipsey.
You know what I'm saying? So that's for sure. Everybody know that. So, and I'm not saying that your song wasn't giving him props. I'm just saying, when we think about that narrative, it's very important for us to understand that nobody is telling us that this is real important. Put some money in land. Put some money into the youth. Put some money into your company and your pride.
It's crazy because you are absolutely right. Nipsey was coming with that real, this is how you really get it. You know what I mean? This is what you need to do. And not only that, he was actually doing it. Yeah, he was actually doing it. Shout out to Nipsey, R.I.P.
Yes, sir. Rest in peace.
I definitely still listen to Nipsey Hussle album on repeat, man. That's one of those motivational albums. You know what I mean?
I don't think people understand the value that he had, not only to the hip hop culture but to the world, because now, after the death and around the time of his project Rising, from then on, this new era of business-minded individuals who's taking more pride and knowledge into their intellectual property, their masters, their rights, their real business. That's on the surge now, and I kind of want to say it's because of some of the stuff that he said.
Yeah, now let me ask you this. Do you think the impact that he has now would have been as big if he wouldn't have died?
Unfortunately, I hate to say that, but I don't know. I'm not sure. I know that he would have had some long-term impact on the world and the culture, but the way that he was taken, I think that makes it a little bit more disheartening.
It kind of set it on fire and just like blew it up. I think Nipsey was the closest thing we had to another Tupac of this generation, because Tupac was one of those guys that could bring the opposite sides together, and I think Nipsey was one of those guys that definitely did that and was just like, look, you know, I know we all with it. You know what I mean? We all with the business, but let's get really with the business. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like with the business, with this money business. You know what I mean? Or whatever the case.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, whatever the case was, and I love that about him, and I hate the way he was taken from us, man.
We definitely hate that, and I hate to compare him to Tupac because Tupac was different, and he was a different kind of animal. I really want to say that Nipsey had a different life.
Oh no, I'm not talking.
Not that about, I know. I'm just saying.
I'm not talking about his hip hop. I'm not talking about his artistry. I'm talking about his
impact.
Yeah, his vibe, his aura. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like Tupac gave off a certain aura when he was out. You know what I mean?
Where Nip did as well.
Right. It was a certain aura about him. I was watching Snoop Dogg talk about him. Them asking Nipsey to play him in the movie. Did you see that?
He said, "No, I want to do it."
Yeah, he was like, "Nah, man, because they gonna know me as you, and I need them to know me as me." You know what I mean? Type like that.
I know my impact. I know my work.
Right. That aura is like, yeah.
And I know he had an impact. Only, and I say we all mirror his some of his methods, some of his practices, because even us as business owners, we keep our stuff structured. I'm a little, out there sometimes, but we keep our stuff structured and we kind of mirror that. We want to make sure our music and our rights are together, even with the other endeavors that we're doing with the Fathers from the Hood.
Oh, speaking of the other endeavors,
yes, sir. Go ahead, talk on it.
Fathers from the Hood is going to become a non-profit organization.
Yes, sir. Or a civil society. I'm just kidding.
Right. So what we're trying to do is we're trying to be the foundation of support for fathers around the world, not just, from the hood or from any neighborhood. You know what I mean? Like any diverse background, any place from America all the way up to Europe to Africa, like fathers everywhere, because I think that's definitely missing in the world.
Oh yeah, it's missing. It's definitely missing. The podcast will definitely assist us with giving you guys content and information that'll assist with you being informed, assist with you making better decisions as a father. The narrative is to basically give all of the resources that you need in order to make better decisions in the community and be a great father.
Right. And we're gonna need you guys. We're gonna need the community to support this, because with any nonprofit association, it's all dependent on you guys. It's all dependent on you loving what we do and appreciating what we do for us to continue to do it. So we're going to be throwing fundraisers. We're going to be having things for
community events.
Yeah, for fathers and just not fathers. Bring the whole family with you. You know what I mean? Like bring the whole family. It's for it's fathers from the hood, but fathers are fathers because of their families. You feel me? So bring out the kids, bring out the wife. You know what I mean? Once we have those, we're gonna definitely update you whenever we have any events, so you guys will know. And it's gonna be popping, man. So expect big things.
We're going up, really, 501c3. So we appreciate all the supporters. This is definitely a new phase that we're going into. So all of the content that we have been doing, we're definitely going to shift and make sure that we give you guys what you need.
Yes,
and that's what it's all about.
But don't worry, it's still gonna be raw.
Still gonna be authentic. We're still from the hood, and when we say hood, we mean neighborhood. It doesn't mean the hood. It means the neighborhood.
Even though we are from the hood.
The hood, you know what I'm saying? But either whatever neighborhood you surround yourself with, this is what it is. It's about being a father from that community.
Yes.
And that's what we're gonna build, man. Speaking of community and building, with it being Black History Month, we want to touch on that lightly because we are black men.
Yes.
We building it up. We want to make sure we change this narrative, man. And that project that you had was released during Black History Month for a very important reason.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Let's talk about it, man, real quick. quick, man. Black History Month. How you think about it? What's going on?
So I love Black History Month just because I guess it's a love and hate relationship. I love Black History Month because it highlights Black people, Black achievements. You know what I mean? Whatever we've done in America and what we've achieved from, you know what I mean, when we first got here till now. But at the same time, it shouldn't be Black History Month. It should be Black History Year because I'm a Black person here, right? You know what I mean? Like everything that we learned in school, it should have been geared towards the real history because Black people in America, it was built on our backs.
Yes, sir.
This country was built on our backs from the slavery to the inventors to
from the inception of the American dream to the reception of the American dream and the recession. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, African Americans, like you said, were there from the beginning. It started with us. Every industry that was created in this country thrived on initially the use or the labor of African Americans.
Yes.
And that's a fact.
Yes.
All of these big companies, these companies that have been around for years and years and years, look them up. That's definitely a fact, especially if they're in the South.
Yeah, there's some Black person in their roots that was just like, and they was getting money off of their backs, off of their labor, and they invested it in their companies, and then their companies been around for forever. You know what I mean? Not only that, they took inventions from Black people. You know what I mean? Like if your slave invented something, guess who got the copyrights to it?
Right.
So it was just like,
that's crazy.
Those things.
That's crazy.
That's why I love Black History Month. You know what I mean? But at the same time, like, the history isn't just slavery. You know what I mean? Our history isn't just slavery. So I hate that it only goes to slavery, but it doesn't talk about, you know what I mean, where we originated from, right? In Black History Month, everybody talk about Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, Rosa Parks, like all of the stuff during the Civil Rights Movement.
Right, that's mainly what it's become now, lately, Civil Rights Movement.
But it doesn't talk about the history, like the history, of our real people, ancestors. Like, it doesn't talk about none of that stuff. They leave all of that stuff out. You know what I mean? So it's like, do your research, know where you're from. I used to want to do that little DNA thing and
ancestry. I still want to. My pops did it, but I want. Well, but I want to do it.
I don't know, man. I don't trust them people. I think they're gonna tell me. They're gonna tell me something, and I'm gonna try to believe it, and it's gonna be all wrong. Yeah, you know what I mean, and I'm gonna be like, oh man, I thought I was like from the Western Name tribe, but nah, that's not right. You know what I mean? Like, oh, did you see like people are starting to find evidence of us? They're saying Black people were here already.
Right? We knew that. No, I'm just kidding. What do you mean here already? As far as
they're saying that we are the original Native Americans.
Oh yeah, we know that.
But that's what they're saying. It kind of makes sense a little bit because like, why go get slaves across the ocean when you already got people here? You know what I mean? Like, you already got people here. You got all the guns you need. They ain't got no guns. Like, would you just like pass up on using the people that's here already to go across the ocean and spend money on boats and all of that to go get those people?
It was like, more of a controlling thing. I don't know. I'm not a scholar. I'm not a historian.
Me neither.
My mind state is, let's bring some people who can be damaged, who might have a harder time adjusting, rather than people who know the landscape. Because Native Americans, let's be honest, Native Americans were whooping the English ass.
Yeah, in the
they
beginning.
whooped them in so many wars that they had to get divisive and real conniving to beat these Native Americans.
Yeah,
these dudes were really having a real advantage, not only in the landscape, the health, the spiritual part of it, and
being able to flourish off the land, the whole thing.
So I want to say that, but I just know that during Black History Month, and we'll double back real quick, but during Black History Month, I know we both from Compton. I went to McNair. I know you did too. So during certain times, we really had Black History Month. But as a kid, you don't know what Black History Month is. You just know that it's okay. Martin Luther King, like you said, Rosa Parks, maybe Malcolm X, maybe a couple others, but really, it's so much more. It's a real onion. It's a real deep iceberg that's the only nick the top. You know, we only seen the top of it,
and we only get 28 days. I mean, after Black History Month, everything goes like, okay, y'all got y'all month. Okay, now we own. You know what I mean? Like, let's move on to the next type
That's
thing. But at the same time, at least we have it. You know what I mean? And then they made Juneteenth.
Yes, sir.
Holiday.
Make that official.
Yeah, so that's dope. You know what I mean? So it's just like, to be honest though, it's a lot. It's getting a lot better. It's getting a lot better in this atmosphere of people and this generation because of the I guess sensitivity. Yeah. To race, to gender, to identity, to all of that stuff. So it's like, you know, when Black History Month does come, you see a lot of people actually celebrating it. And participating in it. And it's not just, you know, this community. It's diverse now. So
as
it
great. Should be.
Yeah, it's great. It's great. But moving on, Dan, I'm glad. I just want to say I'm glad to be back again. You know what I mean? Like, I just it's been a while. I've missed some episodes, man, but I've been watching. I've been definitely watching. But I'm glad to be here today. I love you guys. I know you guys been watching and following. I've been seeing the numbers go up. Please continue to support. Tell your family. Oh, yeah. Tell, if you a father and know a father, tell a father.
Yes, sir. Hey, there you go. That sounds good. We're going to use that.
Yeah. If you a father and know a father, tell a father. Yes, because this is the place. This is the place for us. This is our safe space to talk about whatever we want to talk about, whether that be our feelings and what we feel about our loved ones, to sports and current events, whatever it is we want to talk about. This is where we are. So I just want to say that again, that I'm glad to be back and expect to see more of me.
Hey, yes, sir. He rapping right now. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, we will definitely see you more of it. Yes. While we on that topic of seeing more, some people wanted to see more tips or advice for the fathers. So, man, we need more. And we give y'all every episode, so I don't know what you mean by more. No, I'm just kidding. But different topics, I understand. So right now, I'm going to give you guys something different. I know I had a buddy, we talked about this. Okay. So something different, a tip of advice for new fathers. Introduce art or introduce painting and colors to your kids as early as possible. You can know if they are, you know, lacking certain characteristics or certain movements that they need, you know, or certain whatever, you know. So you can also do that to see if they have, you know, color recognition and things like that. But also do that so they can expand their imagination. Right. You know, when kids get that paint, they make a big old mess. And me, man, I hated cleaning up that stuff, but we started using water paint. But let these kids get in there and be creative, be messy, see what these colors do, see what these colors blended do. It's all a part of them learning the world, learning colors, learning their imagination. Don't halt them from learning stuff because you don't want to clean up that mess. Right. Me and my buddy talked about that. So when it comes to kids and new tips of advice for new fathers, man, let them kids paint. Let them do everything they want to do. I know my step-pop's going to love that. He paint all the time. He let my kids paint. So make sure y'all get your kids some paintbrushes, all the stuff they need. Let them get their hands dirty and enjoy themselves and wash them off later.
Let them be creative. Yes, definitely. Man, the crazy part, I'm on the opposite end. So discipline is a big thing for me. For me and my kids, definitely kids are going to make mistakes. And, you know, women tend to be the nurturers. Right. So, you know, it's up to the father to find a strategic way to discipline their kids, something that works instead of just hitting them. You know what I mean? Like, that's what I touched on a little bit earlier. Like, find a strategic, creative way to let your son or your daughter know, like, that ain't the way. Right. You know what I mean? I like that. And continue to kind of pound that home because, you know, I believe if I had a father there, he could have been the one who disciplined me and I would have made better decisions. Yeah. Right. You know what I mean? So the father's always looked at as the strong one of the family, and they're
the disciplinarian.
They're usually the disciplinarian because mom's gonna give you the love, mom's gonna let you get away with certain things. Pops ain't gonna let you get away with certain things. You know what I mean? Like, Pop's gonna let you know, and Pop's gonna let you know the real.
Just the way it is sometimes.
So find creative ways other than hitting your kids to be able to, you know what I mean, hammer that home, make good decisions.
Hey, that's a real good topic. I like that. That's a real good topic.
Yes.
While we're on that, making good decisions. Before we go, we have a book that's on our radio website. We've been promoting it. It's a buddy of mine, Aaron Gregory. He has this book, 47 Reasons. It has mantras and sayings and phrases that'll assist you every day with staying positive, with staying in the right mindset. So go ahead and look at that, 47 Reasons. All you got to do is click the link, add your information. It's free. You know what I'm saying? So go ahead and check it out. It's free for a few of the subscribers and supporters. So yeah, man, that's a great book. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead and do that.
Yes, before we go, is key.
Yeah, definitely is key. We've all been preaching that, especially now that we're moving into different lanes, different realms. We definitely have to keep our minds in the best state, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, man.
Before we go, bro, you got something to say, man? Anything else before we go?
Let's hammer it home. If you're a father and know a father,
hey,
tell a father.
Tell him. For real, tell a father. I like that. If you're a father and you know a father, tell a father. We're going to use that.
Yeah.
Other than that, bro, we good, man. The radio station is there. The website is there. The Patreon is there for you supporters. Shout out to Power Tripping. He will be getting himself one of these cups. And he going to need a cup, too, for the coffee with these kids on the way.
I need a mug. Shout out to Monster Mix LLC for the sponsor.
Yes, sir.
Y'all stay tuned for the next episode. And stay good fathers.
Yes, sir. Stay tuned in and keep being great fathers to those kids. We love y'all. Have a great day, man. Have a great day.
Yes.